So really the story starts in the swimming pool. I was doing my usual workout, just had gotten started on 2,000 meters, coming up on about 500 yards, and suddenly felt exhausted. I mean, worse than I've ever felt at any moment in any pool in my life. I couldn't catch my breath, so I stopped, waited for my breathing to calm down. It wouldn't calm down. Got out of the pool, sat on the side of the pool, just trying to will it to slow down. No luck. When I got out to my car, I thought maybe I ought to take my pulse, so I felt my wrist, and then I felt my neck. I couldn't feel a pulse, and that was when I figured I better go somewhere. So I drove straight to the emergency room. I've gotten a lot of flack for that. When I got there, I took the last parking space. I pulled in the lot. I thought I wasn't going to even be able to park. And then I thought, great, I'm going to die in an emergency room waiting room because it's too busy. I got there, I was breathing hard, I was sweating, I was clearly dizzy and a little disoriented. So they gave me a go to the head of the class card. And two people took me back into the emergency area, and all the bays were full. So they took me across to, I guess it was a pre-op room, and they had to get everything ready. So they're getting the table ready, and I'm taking off my shirt and getting a quick text off to my wife, meet me in the emergency room. And the next thing I know, I'm on the table. I've got 2 IVs in me. They've started, I guess, one's sort of saline, and the other was for medication. They've got me hooked up to an EKG. I counted at least 8 people in the room. I mean, people just kept coming in and getting right into the flow of things. Nobody was getting anybody else's way. There weren't 2 people trying to do one job. They were choreographed. It was really amazing. I mean, the Rockettes should be this good. They told me, we're going to start you on ketamine, and that will make you, sort of go unconscious a little bit. You won't remember anything. And then I heard the doctor say that my heart rate was 245 beats a minute. I mean, I Googled it later, and ventricular tachycardia is anything over 100. So I was in like supersonic VTAC. So he said, we can't wait. And they had the patches, on me, and the machine was warming up, and he looked me in the eye and he said, I'm going to hurt you real bad, but I'm going to save your life. And I looked at him back and I said, save my life. And that's when I joined a very exclusive club that nobody in his right mind would ever want to be a member of. People who were awake during defib. I am happy to say he kept both his promises. It did hurt real bad, but he saved my life. I could tell right away that my heart was back to normal, that it was beating at its usual pace. Everything had calmed down, my breathing was okay. Then the ketamine kicked in, and for a while I didn't know very much. That's good stuff. They wanted me to go to Spokane. They were going to, life flight me to Spokane. I thought, holy cow, I could just drive to Spokane. I feel great. The nurses on the helicopter were fabulous. And we started to get off. They warned me I might, get a little sick to my stomach or something because of the flight. They asked me if I'd had anything to eat. And I told them I'd had lightning for lunch. The plumbers certified that my heart muscle was okay and all the blood vessels were okay. The electricians got a hold of me on Friday, and they found the little spot that had caused basically a kind of a short circuit in my heart that just made that electrical impulse race, and make my heart beat so fast. And they put in an ICD, it's a combination pacemaker and defibrillator, so that would never happen again. The real work, it seems to me, happened here at Pullman Regional Hospital in the emergency department. That's where, once they had finished with me, I knew I was going to be okay. So I'm really grateful for all of that, and for the fact that I now have 2 things every guy wants. I've got a great story to tell, and I'm alive to tell it.